Hello, my name is Debbie Pickering. I work for the Nature Conservancy as the Oregon Coast ecologist. And in recent years, I have dealt with work planning and budgeting quite a lot through strategic planning that each Nature Conservancy business unit does every 5 years. I've learned how important work planning is for making your plans ready to implement and taking your work from concept to reality. It's also very important for getting team members on the same page regarding who is doing what and when. Today, I'm going to share with you my experiences working with a group of partners from many different organizations to develop an action plan, including our approach to work planning and budgeting fundraising. The Nature Conservancy's Oregon Coast and Marine Initiative identified the need for more estuary conservation and restoration projects on the Oregon coast during our strategic planning process. We thought that getting together partners working in estuaries to share resources and lessons learned in a learning network or practitioner support group might improve everyone's capacity to do estuary restoration, including those who are less experienced. Now, Oregon has a really long coastline with many estuaries and various agencies, organizations, and groups working in their own estuaries, but without much interaction or learning across the different areas. So we started by forming a collaborative on the Central Coast in 2012. We identified a charter, overall goals for the group about how we wanted to collaborate. We held quarterly meetings as well as some field trips to visit estuary projects our partners are working on. And then to bring the group together around common goals for increasing estuary conservation and strategies that we wanted to pursue to get there, we decided to create a strategic action plan using the Nature Conservancy's conservation business planning approach, which is based on the Open Standards for the practice of conservation. As we worked through the steps in the process, I logged everything in Marika. The Marika software is specifically designed to support each of the steps in the Open Standards, and the results can be exported into several other software programs that team members are more familiar with, such as Word and Excel. The work plan component of Marika allows you to break down your broad strategies into narrower activities and specific tasks and assign resources, people, and funding to each of them, as well as the time frame for implementation. It was a bit of a hybrid process regarding software. The Marika software houses all of the plan components, the situation analysis, the goals, strategies, results chains, and activities, etc., and links them to each other, so it's clear which goal we hope to advance with each activity. Once we had that detail worked out, I exported the plan to a Word document and added some components required by a funder we wanted to apply for a major grant. I then asked the project partners to identify which activities they were willing to help advance, and this helped prioritize actions within the coming years. Because we had some funding to develop a financial plan, we hired a consulting firm, and they helped the individual team members put cost estimates on their activities that involved on-the-ground restoration projects. We estimated lump sum costs for the other strategies that were not as well defined, and also calculated costs of keeping the collaborative partnership operational. In this way, we created a high-level budget that supported the plan created in Marika. The consultant used their own spreadsheet to break that budget into the next 6 years, identifying a list of potential funders and the likelihood of getting the funds so the team can estimate how many grants from which funders we need to apply for to put our plan into action. The team then proceeded to draft funding proposals. Successful or not, the strength is that you can be very clear and transparent in what you aspire to do and how. It's important to develop realistic estimates of what it will take to put your plan into action and get folks signed up to make it happen so that your hard work doesn't just end up sitting on a shelf. The Marika software provides a very useful platform for doing that and for tracking your progress over time. The Marika file is on Marika Share, and we have a very basic website for our group at orcentralcoastestuaries.com.